Lexus presents tennis on Sky Sports.
So you're here as your role as the WTA Finals Community Ambassador. Tell us a bit about that role and the objectives.
I've been to a lot of WTA Finals over many years. So this is a great opportunity, of course, to come to Saudi. This is my fourth visit, and a lot of what I'm trying to do with the WTA is to build a workforce out in the local areas to enable more people to pick up a racket, because the Saudis have a target of having 1 million people playing tennis by 2030.
That's a big target.
It's a big target when you're growing sport pretty much from scratch, but you won't achieve that without a workforce. So we've been doing a lot of training people how to get others started. So a lot of fun starter activity that can be delivered in whatever space you have. Doesn't have to be a tennis court. A lot of focus on schools, because that's, of course, is where the children are.
I remember you saying in 2022 when you were here, you wanted to remove barriers for participation in sport. It's something we talk a lot about, especially in a country like Saudi Arabia. Do you see the barriers coming down? Do you see more participation? Do you see more women getting involved in tennis?
Well, this is very much a starting point. The WTA Finals are here in Riyadh for 3 consecutive years. So we've been coming in since June to try to understand what the landscape currently is, where we would like to try to help the Saudi Tennis Federation and the Ministry for Sport get tennis to by the end of the 3-year stint of the finals. And very much it's about going out into the universities, into the schools, finding the teachers who are keen to deliver tennis and making it fun and making it doable for them, because schools are segregated here, as are the universities. And particularly for us with women and girls, girls have to be taught by women. And if the women haven't been encouraged to do sport or be engaged in physical activity for most of their lifetime, it's all opened up very much over the last 5 years, and there is a huge desire to be able to do that. But we have to understand that we are working with women who probably, for the most part, have never played tennis. They might have seen it on the TV, but we have to make it doable and fun for them so that they want to be able to deliver it to the kids in their classes.
And 2 things. Is it important for you? You've mentioned how long you've been coming out here, to see the change, to therefore to continue to do the work. Do you need to see the change to continue to come here to do the work? Do you need to believe that the change is happening?
Yeah, nothing is going to happen quickly. So you have to go out and showcase what you're here to do. And I think the fact that they know that we are going to come back, 4 times during the year for 4 or 5 days at a time, they know we're coming back, they know there's going to be a follow-on, that makes a huge difference as well. It's easy for anybody to go in and do one activity in a school or a uni or out in a community centre, and it's one and done. It doesn't go anywhere. We have to invest in the Saudi people if we want to achieve that goal of 1 million people playing by 2030. We have to invest in their own people, because there's only about 60 tennis coaches here in Riyadh, and they are nearly all expat. They've come in from other countries. We have to build their own workforce, because that's where the sustainability will come from. So yeah, I'm in this for the long haul of the 3 years.
It's a country that wants to change, and you can run away from it, be fearful of it, or you can help them make that change.
Yeah, they absolutely are. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better shop window for tennis, and especially for women's tennis, of course, with the WTA Finals being here for 3 years. And we need to max out on that opportunity while the big event and while the role models, the top names in our sport are here, raise awareness of the sport, but underpin that with all the community engagement that we're doing to say, come on, everybody can play. But this is a massive opportunity for tennis to be the catalyst for change in women's sport in Saudi.
Tim, as Judy said there, and I think we all know it will take time, she says that she's starting to see change, and that's important, but for her it's about putting the infrastructure in place.
Yeah, it is. It's, as she said, it's about getting out into those communities, and Judy has, been such a sort of supporter of grassroots and women in sports, coaches, everything about it. So it's great to see her out here, and I didn't know she'd been out here so much, and that's really, I feel, the target audience. We've got to get that that generation interested and involved in the game, and hopefully in the crowd as well.
Because maybe unsurprising, she said there aren't any female role models as such. They don't have the experience or any female coaches, and it's about showing the young girls that there are women here, there are coaches, and trying to put that in place and have female coaches to teach young girls.
Well, she's been trying to do that in the UK for a very long time as well, and we're still kind of struggling with getting female coaches staying in the sport and getting to the real top ranks of the profession. So if it's tough enough in the UK, it's certainly going to be tough here. So she knows it's going to be a long journey. I bumped into her the other day in the player lounge, and she was all systems go. She was like, right, I've got 4 more sessions today. She can churn it out. She's got these fun little groups down to a science where she just gets the kids absolutely loving it out there and enjoying themselves, and then hopefully they continue on.